Welcome to the road trip. This is my road vlog for my trip down to Nashville, and I'm going down to visit my brother. He lives there, and I've been driving for about 3 hours-ish. The sun finally came out. When I left, it was raining, but now it's a lovely kind of day. Well, it's not as lovely over there, but it's pretty lovely up there. And right here in front of us is a rather clever-looking truck giving you some helpful tips on how to drive near trucks. Safe side and Sui side. Another great one that I've seen before, not on this trip, is the left one said El Paso and the right one said El Smasho. So I thought that was clever. So yeah, I'm driving down now to Nashville, Tennessee. I brought my guitar with me. We're going to be playing a show. I'll probably film that so that I can post that too. A nice little live performance. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning. And yeah, I'm in unfamiliar territory. And I'm enjoying myself. This is a long drive. Like, I'm about to, as Sam Ganji once said, one more step, Mr. Frodo, and I'll be the furthest away from the Shire that I've ever been. Yeah, as soon as I pass the 5 hour mark, that'll be the longest time I've ever driven in one stretch on a road trip. And so I'm looking forward to that, because this is going to be the longest road trip I've ever made in my life. It's, I believe 12 hours, 700 something miles, and yeah, so I'll keep updated as things continue, but yeah, I thought I'd share this because it's a nice opportunity. Great set pieces, and look at that production value right there. Just gorgeous panoramic shots. Not really panoramic, but whatever, man. Probably shouldn't be filming myself while driving with so many trucks abound, but I'm one of the road folk now, and hopefully, oh, this truck's trying to get up in my face. Alright, now it's time for me to stop before I die. Alright, I hope you all lovely people have a wonderful day, and I'll be back in the next cut. So I just did a whole vlog about how I crossed the Mason-Dixon line and now I'm in the South, and then I realized I hadn't turned my camera on. It was just a still camera on my phone. I didn't switch it to the video setting. So that's a big load of dicks. But hey, we're in Maryland. My brother says I stay in Maryland for a short period of time, but I've crossed the Mason-Dixon line, so I'm officially in the South. And for those of you that don't know, Mason-Dixon line is sort of an arbitrary line that was drawn up just before the Civil War to separate the North from the South as a line of denotation to... Denotation? Whatever. It was a line dividing the country into the South, which was legally allowed to have slaves, and the North, which was legally not allowed to have slaves. And this was one of the precursors to the war. It was one of the lines upon which the South was like, below this line is the South. Except for a couple border states, Kentucky, Tennessee, that were like, I don't know where I want to be. The big fucking shitstorm started popping up when Missouri was given statehood, and I believe like 1850-something or other. And Missouri's given statehood, and it was right on the line. The Mason-Dixon line goes right through Missouri. And so if they kept with just the line as the rule of thumb, they would have been like, alright, the lower half of Missouri can have slaves, and the northern half of Missouri can't have slaves, which would have like either broken the state up into North and South Missouri, which was possible, but they didn't want to do that because it was such a low populous state. And so they were like, alright, it either has to be a northern state or a southern state. And so like it's almost halfway down that this line goes through, but like there was a little bit, I think, towards the north, and the north was like, then it should be a northern state because it's majority in the north, and the south was like, bullshit, it's culturally southern, let's you know, like, it's agrarian, it's a river state, like, it's a southern state. And so eventually, you know, the South was like, we're gonna fucking secede and bullshit. Or else you make it a state. And they were like, all right, fine, Missouri is a southern state. Which is why to this day we kind of, even though it's sort of in line with Pennsylvania and like Indiana and Illinois and all that shit, Ohio, like it's sort of in the Midwest there, we still consider it like a southern state, like Kansas, or like you know, in that sort of middle of the country prairie region. But yeah, there's a little history for you. I'm lonely. Here I am talking. There's a cop over there, so I gotta drop the camera, because what I'm doing is illegal. Will.i.am Sport is a sign I just saw. Williamsport, probably. Will.i.am's Port. It's where he puts his boats. And so, yeah, but Maryland's pretty. It's a pretty state. Look at all them trees. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got right now. I'm getting into the 4th hour, as I said, maybe in the last not filmed vlog, or maybe in this one. I'm getting a little, gotta go pee-pee in the pee-pee pavilion. I'm a little worried, because the South isn't super friendly, but to my viewers in the South, thank you for having me, and my viewers in the North, wish me luck. So we're running a little low on the gasoline, but hopefully when I get down to like a quarter tank, I think I'm gonna fill it up. Not that you really need to know all these details, but regardless, this is my thought process right now. And next cut, we're definitely headed into the Southland here. That is 3 big ass crosses that I spied over the edge. And yeah, that's some religious symbolism if I've ever seen it. I'm not 100% certain that that's comforting. Looks like it has its own exit out onto the Jesus land. Trucks have been intermittently trying to kill me. I just stopped for gas. That was my first gas stop. There is a large, beautiful mountain just over there, and I'm just surrounded by mountains. I believe that this is the Blue Ridge Mountains. I've been wrong before. I'm not a mountainologist. Got a big old Fiji water, and sponsored, hashtag not spawn, but out of my choices of Dasani or Fiji water, I went with Fiji water because even though it's a little pricey for water, Dasani water will poison you to death. So overall, I got another Cliff Bar left, and I still got some Coca-Cola. That's caffeine and sugar and water. Coca-Cola, you can live off it. You'll die, but you can live off of it for a period of time. Like, it won't kill you instantly. So technically you can live off of it. But I wouldn't recommend exclusively drinking Coca-Cola. I'm looking at you, Ryan. So look at that fucking just ridge. It's almost like it's a blue ridge of mountains. Let's get a nice zoom in on that. It is a blue ridge of mountains. I'm just in a valley down here. There's mountains on the right too. Well, you can't see them now, there's trees. But oh, sheepies! Oh, those are cows. I'm stupid. But regardless, I thought they were sheepies. So what I'm listening to on the way down, just so you all know, what I'm listening to is the Adventure Zone podcast from MaximumFun.org. It's the McElroy boys from Polygon. You might know them from Monster Factory or Carboys or Touching the Skyrim or any of their numerous shows. They have a podcast with their dad on MaximumFun.org called The Adventure Zone. I highly recommend it. They play Dungeons and Dragons, but they're very entertaining people, so it's a very entertaining podcast. So a friend of mine from work introduced me to that, Let me see if I can get a good shot of the... Yeah, there's mountains over there. Mountains over there. So, yeah, just in a big old valley. Woodstock. We're apparently in Woodstock. So, I thought that was in New York, but, I guess it went the wrong way. Fuck, I have 7 more hours to do. Oh, God. Fucking... It's 8 o'clock, Eastern time. I believe I'm about to switch to Central time. 2 hours left. Oh, been driving for a day. No, I've been driving for about 8 hours, or 10 hours. I'm driving for 10 hours. I had a brief respite with my I listened to some music with the windows down to wake myself up. That worked. I'm still just bedraggled. But I'm cruising at a nice clip, as you can see. We are in Tennessee. That's some Tennessee rocky walls. I don't know if that's a trademark of theirs. I don't know if I'm gonna get sued for saying Tennessee rocky walls. Everywhere I see Cracker Barrels and Shoney's and Kroger's. So there's a significant quantity of porn shops down here. I mean, not that that's like particularly bad. I have no offense to it, but like coming from New Jersey and New York, like where these sort of heartlanders, these heartland Christian conservatives say is like the seat of corruption and immorality in modern life, is I've only ever seen like 1 or 2 porn shops, like excluding New York City, which, as we all know, is a hotbed of sin and sodomy. But and that's why I love it. But in New Jersey, like I can think off the top of my head of 2 porn shops. There's one on Route 1 in the Brunswick area, and then one on Route 22 in Plainfield. And those are the only 2 porn shops I've ever seen in all of my time driving around. But down here, I've seen. I mean, granted, I've driven a long way, so the numbers are skewed. But like, there were several ads in Virginia alone for porn stores, just like porn stores, just like the Adult Warehouse or Adult Superstore or Adult Dreamland. There's billboards for them fucking everywhere. Just a shit ton of porn stores. And I don't know, it just seems hypocritical. That and the advertisements for guns, fireworks, and knives just fucking everywhere. There's just so many gun stores and fucking hunting supplies. Here's fireworks supermarket. I don't know if I framed that at all. But yeah, I mean, like, there's some motorcycles, Thunder Road Distillery. It's just booze, motorcycles, knives, guns, porn, and fireworks. That's all there is in the South. A beef jerky outlet. A beef jerky outlet? What the fuck? It's like, you know, everything. There are a lot of flea markets. I'll give them that. There are a lot of flea markets, and flea markets are excellent. Support local economies, it's great. But like, so far, it seems like red states are mostly focused on getting rid of taxes, simply, and regulation, so that they can have free reign over their horribly inefficient motor vehicles, their guns, booze, tobacco, fireworks. They just, like, it's just everything about America that you can, like, that's that's the America that we all like rail against or whatever. And you can call me a cuck or a fucking liberal bullshit, whatever the fuck. But like, I don't. If this is what you think America should be, then fucking have it. I don't care. I want to go home to New Jersey. I got to spend a weekend here, which I'm looking forward to because I want to be with my brother. And Nashville, Tennessee is a nice place. It's not like the rest of this fucking place. And I'm sure the deep south is even worse. But yeah, I mean, this is the impression I'm getting right now. It's just a speed trap over there. No cop, but I was just being careful. That's the shit you learn in Jersey. That's the shit you see it and you're like, cops! And then you go and you slow down and you put all your shit down. And if a cop's there, you're like, ha-ha! And if there's no cop, you're like, ah! Alright, I'm rambling at this point, so I'll cut it off here. But there's just a couple more billboards coming up right over here. And I want to see, real quick, as the sun is setting, I want to see if it's another fucking rifle store or a porn store. There's a big old billboard stuck up in the mountain. All I know is everything. Attributed to God. What? And then right over here is an advertisement for whiskey. I'm so glad I continued filming. That's bananas. Literally, it was a black sign with white text, and it just read, all I know is everything. Then a hyphen, God. That's what? Is God's like PR department so like out of ideas at this point that they're just like, what do we say about God? I don't know. He's omnipotent. Oh, that's good. What if we're like, you know, I know everything. And it's like, no, it seems too like pompous. Maybe if it like speaks to the millennials, like a little sarcasm. And it's like well, all I know is everything. Yeah, that way he sounds like a stupid, full of himself teenage boy. That's great. And then just attributed it to God, plainly. No accreditation to whoever made the sign. All credit to the big guy upstairs. Black sign, white text. All I know is everything. Attributed to God. What? Alright, that's... Welcome to Tennessee. Oh my god. I look like I'm dying. Jesus Christ. Alright. Well, I'll continue the fight. Bye! And I finally made it into Nashville, and I made it to a cafe wherein I walked and All-Star by Smash Brothers was playing. And now I'm in my brother's house. And as I walk down the hallway, past the room I'll be staying in, and into the studio that my brother has so handily crafted. Say hi to YouTube, Rob.
What's up, YouTube? My hair looks funny.
What's up, YouTube? What was the 13-second challenge? You gotta count to 13.
1, 2, 3, 17, 13.
Oh, you fucked up, dude.
I did fuck up.
And what we have over here, for your viewing pleasure, is a motherfucking theremin.
By Moog.
By Moog. And I'm just so ready to play this right now. It's gonna be the fucking best thing ever, and it's gonna sound like terrible because I've never touched a theremin before. I've only heard the stories. What did you set up?
Some effects.
Well, fuck, dude, I just wanted to play with it. Oh, I see it. So the way it works is the closer you get to the pole, the higher the frequency. And the closer you get to this thing, the quieter it gets. And so used in tandem, it's a banana sandwich.